So I've been climbing up through here. It's climbing up there. There's a little chamber here. It doesn't go anywhere. And I've crawled into this little passageway here. And if you look, there's a rabbit hole going back there. It's maybe 2 feet across. So I'm gonna belly crawl across this. See where that goes, because the air is really ripping through here. So, man, it's hard getting up that vertical stuff. I had to push against each side and just worm my way up. But fortunately, this is level. I'm gonna see where that goes. Okay, I just squeezed through that, which is extremely difficult. An extremely tight squeeze. I'm in a chamber that's full of ground fall, but there's some boards up ahead, so it looks like there's a drift level here. I'm gonna keep pushing ahead. These are those boards I was talking about. I don't feel the airflow quite as intensely because it's opened up a bit here. Old carbide can here. There's, nobody's been back here for a while. There's blasting cap tin right there. Some boards. Old wheelbarrow. Very old wheelbarrow. That's pretty neat. Keeps running up that way. Keeps running that way. I'm debating right or left. I can't tell which way the air is coming from. It might be left. It might be this way. I can't tell. I'll see what's this way. I'm crawling again. I gotta put the camera away. I just crawled through there. And definitely on some kind of sub-level here. It keeps going. So I will as well. Don't have to crawl. It's a good echo. Oh, I got airflow again too. Oh man. Oh, it was hard going through that. See how squared off it is here? Isn't that interesting? Good echo. Pieces of wood. Oh, great. Maybe I didn't feel airflow. I swear I felt breeze hit my face, but it might have just been the air circulating through. It looks like we have, I can't tell what kind of animal that was. Maybe a rabbit or something. Poor guy. Got lost in here, but it also begs the question of how it got in here. So, I will have to run up that drift, or I guess it was a raise, going past the wheelbarrow. I'll pick up back there. There's the wheelbarrow there, and I'm starting to climb up this steep, not sure what it is yet, raise. Could be a winds, who knows, I'm not sure what it connects to. But it goes, and I think there's airflow. It's hard to tell. So I've been crawling up this from there. If I show you how high my boot is, you can see what a tight squeeze this has been, because there's maybe another foot to the top of the raise here. But anyway, that's what I'm crawling up, and it's definitely a belly crawl. I've come to, looks like a sub-level here. I can't tell how extensive that is. I definitely feel airflow here. I'm not sure if it's coming from here, or if you look up there, there's a platform. Looks like it's holding back an alarming amount of rock. I don't know if there's any air getting around there or not, so I'm going to squeeze up to that, see what the deal is with that, and if it's not that, then unfortunately I've got to crawl in there and see what's going on there. It looks like a ugly squeeze, but it's my turn. So that's that wooden platform we were checking out. You can see that I climbed up around it, and there's some stoped out material here, pillar right there, but keeps running off to the left, and fortunately for me, keeps running up here to my right. There's a sub-level. Oh, wow. So there's a sub-level there. And then keep running overhead as well. Wow. I guess I will run out this level I'm on now. So, some gobbing here. Bits of wood. I'll get my light out. Please use my headlamp right now. So, okay. I think that faces out, but you know what? I'm not taking anything for granted in this mine. I'll check on the way out. Alright, there. Something continuing there. There's another raise there. Probably doesn't go anywhere, but again, I'm not taking anything for granted in this mine. There we go. That's a reasonable setting. Oh wow, another junction here. Man, this is a lot more extensive than I realized when I crawled up that little hole. Some more boards. Oh boy, another junction. Yep, another junction. Ooh, I see daylight. I see daylight. All right, I'm gonna go get the others. While I was waiting for these guys, Jeremy ran out that little side drift. He said it just went back 50 feet or so. So I'm glad I don't have to go back and go through that. Well, very fortunately for me, those guys brought my pack up for me, which I really appreciate. I'm back at that junction where I left off, where I've got the daylight over there. My buddy Austin's checking that out right now. So I'm gonna see what's this way. Pockets all through. Man, there's so much here. I think that's just the end right there, but there's just so much going on up here. There's a little, it looks like it runs up to a stope right there. I don't know if this still qualifies as being my turn though. I think I paid my dues on that one. We'll see. In the meantime, I'm gonna run this out. Still feel like I'm feeling some airflow. Oh wow, another, okay. Stuff going off that way. Stuff going off that way. And there is a pocket here. I'll let my buddy catch up to me. Hey, I'm going to the right. Huh? I'm going to the right. Going to the right? Yep. Okay, scraps of wood.
I could kind of squeeze my head through. It's kind of tight.
Okay.
I could not tell where it was.
Oh, really? Okay.
It was like up at the top of a hill or something.
Okay, yeah, I was kind of curious where that came out. A little raise here. And then, end of the line here. A little chamber here.
Kind of only
just look down there. And now we're going to look down here. Long, straight, and featureless. We still have all that stuff overhead, too. My gimbal's acting weird right now. I'm not sure why. I can hear it straining and feel it vibrating as it's straining, so hopefully that's not messing up the audio or anything. We got some ground fall here. Looks like, I can't tell what's up ahead. Kind of ugly ground here. You can see all the material that slipped out. It almost looks like clay, doesn't it? Huh. Yeah, hopefully my gimbal's not making a bunch of ugly sounds in the audio. Did we just face out here? I think that's a face. I'll verify it, of course, but think that is a face. Maybe not. How many times have I prematurely called that? Yeah, see? Premature call of a face. Little pocket here. There's a look at some of the mineralization here. The rock underneath my feet is very soft and crumbly, almost like mud. Wow. Wow, they're still going. We're basically crossing back over the stuff that I crawled up. We're doubling back on ourselves, just higher up. If that make any sense. We're still going. Little bits and pieces of wood scattered here and there. I'm not bothering to point them all out. Maybe that's the face. I don't want to call it and be wrong again. Bits of pieces of metal. Some old strap rail back here. Thinking that's the face though. Yep. This time, that is the face. Okay, I'm back at that platform I climbed over. I don't know where the others went, but I don't see them anywhere, but I'm guessing they might have gone up here, and I'm curious about what's up here anyway, so I'm gonna head up there. Climbed up the dust here. This is what the scene is up here. Lots of rock being held back. Stope action. It's like a failed stope there. That platform up to right there. I'm not sure how stable that is or if it goes anywhere, so I'm going to climb up this board and see how it looks. Hey! I was looking for you guys. Okay. Just climbed up that board, which actually was harder than I expected. Here's that little platform. Looking up, there's, sorry, it's dusty here. There's, I think that's the end right there. Jeremy caught up to me, in case you didn't hear the exchange earlier. I can't remember what I recorded or not. And as I expected, there is something going off in this direction, which is, whoa, let me get up here. Something's going straight. Something's going to the right. I'll go to the right. Oh. Okay. That ray's going up. Man. Oh, it keeps going. Hold on. Okay. Whoa. Oh, I thought I saw something move up there. Yeah, that's not looking so appealing. I think that Jeremy ran up one of these, so it was just a crappy raise and went vertical. It might be that one. I'm not feeling that one so much after all the climbing I just did. So I'm gonna go run out that other drift, and I'll ask Jeremy if that's not the one that he went up. I'll go back and climb it, but I don't want to climb it in case it is the one he went up. I guess I don't want to climb it yet. Okay. Still, and that's the face. Okay, so that has to be the one he went up. Good. All right. While I was backtracking that other stuff, Jeremy went up this one as well, and it just probably a failed stope. It just was pinched out with all that cave material. So I think that none of us feel like climbing. It's been a long mine exploring day. None of us feel like climbing back down everything we climbed up. So I think we're going to go out that adit that we saw in the distance. I'll give you a better look at it when I get there. All right, back at that junction where that stake is. We've already looked everywhere down there and down here. I haven't shown you guys this where this exits yet. They did push out to daylight, and we think it's easier, as crazy as it sounds, we think it's easier to go out this way, climb all the way back down the mountain, and go back in where we started from, rather than crawl back down through all that. I know that sounds crazy, but those crawls were tough. Those crawls were tough. Interesting, that big slab sticking out like that. I can't say I disagree with them because, oh man, maybe it's just because it's been a really long mine exploring day, but I think we're all pretty tired of crawling. All I can say is thank God for knee pads. These Cry precision pants are not cheap, but they're a good investment. The knee pads are great. I'm not sponsored by Cry either, by the way. I'm not sponsored by anybody right now.
Unless they want to.
Yeah, exactly. Unless they want to. If Cry wants to send me some free pants, I would not complain. I would definitely give them a shout out because these built-in knee pads are really phenomenal. The pants are well made too. They don't fall apart. So I've really tortured these pants. That's a squeeze getting out. Great. All right, I put the gear away and I'll see how things look on the surface. All right, it's freezing. I'm just using my phone out. I feel like digging the camera out. We just crawled out of that little hole. That's a really little hole. That's all the material we pushed out of the way. It was even tinier before. And this is where we are. It's pretty. A nice sunset over there. Got a wind going, kicking up. Nice icy wind. But more than made up for that beautiful sunset. There's some workings there, up above us. You checking that upper stuff? Okay. Well, not sure what we're gonna do next. We have to actually no, but we have to go back and get our stuff. So we might check those out. Depends how motivated we can get ourselves. Well, sure enough, we got the motivation. Hiked from over there. We split up. Each person's checking out different waste rock piles. See what the deal is. Okay, it's got the word. Come up here as a trench. So
Another one up where
Austin and I are checking this one out. This one looks pretty big. So of course, if it's good, we'll explore it. Hopefully it's not just a trench or something. What about that upper one? All right, we just climbed up this waste rock pile in the wash. Pretty good size, actually. But unfortunately, natural erosion has eliminated that adit. This mountain is just Swiss cheese.
Dude,
A lot of waste rock piles.
that one is huge.
Yeah, it's a lot bigger than I realized. We came in off that big dump off in distance, which is a lot bigger than we expected.
Yeah.
Yeah, so listed as a prospect. All right, I'm just using my phone because I'm worn out. But does this look a little bit familiar? Hours later, after hiking all the way around the mountain, back to where we started, he had to get his camera gear, and I just wanted to complete the circle. So, yeah, here we are. Hours climbing up through this, hike back around the mountain, then drop back underground, back where we started. Unreal. Well, I guess I can say this trip is done now. We did this section here.
Yep.
Very completely. No unfinished business here. I just finished looking down there. Well, that's... I was just shooting down there. That's where we completed the circle. You'll recall there was a center unfinished drift. We looked down there hours ago, and that's where we came in originally. So, I have unfinished business down here. I really hope that there's not a lot of crawling. Hills Brothers. Oh, that's an old one. That's one of the old cans. Red can. You know what? That thing, I wasn't sure what it was. It said Red Can brand on it. So that confirms that was a coffee tin. The one I was trying to puzzle out. sure why that's rounded like that. Okay, I really don't want to jinx myself, but this looks pretty good so far. I don't feel any airflow. Obviously, you always want to see really cool stuff, but at this point, given the day we've had, I wouldn't mind seeing really cool stuff without needing to work really hard for it. Rails separated right there. All right, got a fork here. I think that faces out right there. I'll do the easy one first. That's the mood I'm in. And yeah. Okay. Faces out. I saw that little shadow there. Don't want to miss anything. So, another Hills Brothers coffee can there. Looks like I might have a face up here. I think that's a face. That is a face. All right. I can now say that we have run out this mine. And very ready for dinner. All right. Gonna hike back to camp. Well, actually, we're gonna climb back out of this mine, then start hiking back to camp in the dark. And have a good dinner waiting for us. So, this was an interesting one. It did not go the way I expected, to say the least, but that's how mine exploring is. It's always full of surprises. If you guys are still watching this, thanks for coming along. Glad you watched it to the end. I applaud you for that. Thank you. Going through the mine and trying to find my light. You have a good light?
Good.
Okay. Yeah. Going to the mine, come across, what species is this? Do you know?
Pack rat.
Pack rat. Anyway, a mother. She's got 3 babies anchored on her. See her nest right there? Maybe a kangaroo rat? I'm not sure. Anyway, I don't want to bother her too much, but that's kind of cool. She rolls around with all the babies clinging onto her like that. She's probably going to freak out when I go around her. Yeah, see, she's getting anxious. Don't worry, I'm not going to hurt you. She's bigger than I realized.
Yeah.
Yeah, see how the babies are clinging onto her like that?
It's okay.
It's a heavy load.